Good morning to you and welcome to the programme. We begin in the UK, where Brexit is back on the agenda, with the British Prime Minister Theresa May planning to bring her deal back to Parliament in 3 weeks' time. This comes after weeks of cross-party talks which have so far failed to break the Brexit deadlock. Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn raised doubts over Theresa May's ability to deliver any compromise agreement. Well, let's discuss this with our correspondent Tig Enright. He's in Westminster for us this morning. Tig, May is bringing back that deal to Parliament. Has anything changed since she tried last time?
Morning to you, Belle. No, not much has changed, I would say. Clearly, Theresa May hopes, though, for some kind of a breakthrough between now and the vote actually happening. But she's still facing huge resistance from the hardliners and even now some moderates within her own party to any talk, particularly of a compromise with Labour on the question of a customs union. As we know, those talks between the Conservatives and the opposition Labour Party have been taking place for many weeks now. Yesterday, we heard from senior Labour figures who said that they were going nowhere. They were at the point of collapse. But Theresa May also sat down with her cabinet yesterday and resolved to keep talking for now, but not forever. She held a meeting with her opposite number, Jeremy Corbyn, last night and said that she intended to bring the withdrawal agreement back to vote in early June with or without Labour support. And I think she's doing so because she has to be seen to be actually doing something, because it hasn't looked otherwise for the last couple of weeks and certainly over the Easter break. And the timing, well, interestingly, coincides with the planned visit by Donald Trump to London in early June. Perhaps that's a week when Brexit will actually offer a welcome distraction.
And what about the growing pressure on Theresa May to tell the British people when she's planning to resign?
Yeah, I mean, that pressure, Bell, has been ever present, bubbling away, although ratcheting up, as the weeks go on and no solution seems to be forthcoming. Today, Theresa May will be holding a meeting with a committee of her backbench MPs, the same committee that she promised a couple of months ago. She promised them that she would resign as soon as her deal was ratified. Of course, that has not happened at this stage, and they're putting ever more pressure on her to set out a timetable for when she will ultimately go, with or without ratification. Now, I think she can point to this new plan to hold this vote in early June, the idea being that it gets ratified before the summer recess, because, of course, if it hasn't by then, it really is hard to imagine Theresa May launching into a new parliamentary term as leader, given the staunch lack of support within her party for her. So will this be enough to placate her critics? Well, that remains to be seen this afternoon, although it has to be stressed that the party rules, the rules of her Conservative Party, are that they can't actually make any formal push against her until December of this year. And let's not forget that June is just around the corner, so that could be the very telling moment for her continuance in office.